officials of government. The fact here is that Arab was successful enough to have acquired these cases under his jurisdiction, and we were fortunate with the level of evidence gathering, intelligence, and surveillance that we conducted on the cases. We were able to now pin down those that are involved, the institution that are involved, the amount that are involved as to the theft, misapplication, and economic sabotage. We believe, honorable members, honorable presiding officer, that this is an achievement for the Liberian people for the mere fact that we're able to bring 27 cases that bore us on theft and economic sabotage and are now undergoing investigation. As we speak, the names that we cannot call, are currently being invited at the Arab headquarters and are now answering questions. Out of the 27 cases, 17 cases are nearing completion for court litigation. 30 suspicious properties believed to be built from government stolen funds have been traced and identified and are currently undergoing investigations. Our mandate requires that we look into the issue of suspicious assets. That is, we are under the doctrine of conducting what we call lifestyle audits on former imperial officials of government who have acquired properties that far beyond the legitimate remunerations that are being given to them by government. So we're happy to report to you that 30 solid properties with sufficient evidence in our possession have been traced and identified, and we are now in the process to make sure that those that are being culpable and liable for these suspicious property will be brought for our investigation, and subsequently the law for retrieval will be applied. Arab successful collaboration with integrity institutions. Now we are working with integrity institutions, the FIA, and that will include the Ministry of Justice, the Liberian National Police, Liberian Revenue Authority, Land Authority, etc. Arab under this government has been successful also to establish international engagements with international partners in Europe and that of the United Kingdom, Great Britain. Today, because of our engagement with international partners, there are tremendous effort being made by our partners in Europe and that of the United Kingdom in tracing Liberia's stolen assets that were banked in foreign banks. And I'm happy to report that because of the sensitive nature of this achievement, we cannot name the banks and we cannot name the individuals. But there are progress on the way for the recovery of those stolen assets. These partners are currently working in consultation with Arab to trace, identify, and recover Liberian assets. Arab has engagement with international forensic investigators specialized in asset tracing. We have a month ago, we had the opportunity to invite FPI Consulting from UK. They are specialized in asset tracing and asset identification. And they came to Liberia upon our invitation, and we had discussion with high-profile government officials, and they have also promised the Liberian people that they will work along with the British government to ensure that the interest of the chief is in the fact of the matter here that the president has given to the fight against corruption.
Okay, folks, let me say good afternoon to you, wherever you are, however you are joining the broadcast this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'd love to say welcome to West Coast TV, Liberia. Yeah, welcome to the platform. And this is your usual weekend program, Let's Talk Liberia. This is the program designed for us to look into those issues that unfolded throughout the entire week. This is where we gathered every Saturday to talk about those things that matters to Liberia, those things that happen throughout the week. We talk about them and make sure that those of you out there watching us to also have your say on the program this afternoon. So we love to say welcome. Today, my colleague Willie FK Bestman will not join me because he has some issues with his smartphone. So he's not able to join me today. Yes, from home. Usually he joins me every Saturday from home where we bring him online and we discuss, yeah, those things that matters to our country. So my name is Ambassador Kona Rufus. I'd love to say welcome to the program. Help us to share the live video, and usually we also make it our duty to give you the opportunity to join the show. So probably you are out there, you want to join the show this afternoon for us to discuss, especially those major things that happen throughout the week in Liberia. You can join us uh, live. Yeah, you can join us live. Just tell us, they put in the comment section that you want to join the program live, and definitely we are going to uh, send you the link. Place the link in the comment section. As soon as you put there that you want to join the live, we'll place the link in the comment section. At which time you are going to join us. You are going to join us this afternoon. Then we're talking about those things that matters to our country a lot. So throughout the week, lots of things happen. Yeah, lots of things happen. I guess the audio is okay. I guess the audio is okay. I guess you are getting the audio as you are getting me very clear. Yeah. You can trust the microphone that I'm using here. But throughout the week, lots of things unfolded throughout the week in our country. You know, Liberia uh, is a country where the G's, the news, right? Don't finish from. Well, we have the news. So we're going to we're going to be happy for you to join us. Absolutely, we are going to be happy for you to join us this afternoon. And for us to talk about those things that affect our country, that affect Liberia throughout the week. You know, those things. Yeah, yeah, right now, one of the major issues unfolding right now has to do with the arrest and incarceration of uh, full lawmakers. Yeah, because one lawyer signed for her, District Number 5 Representative Priscilla Cooper, her lawyer signed for her. So definitely she did not sleep behind bar, but the rest of the full lawmakers, including the former speaker, he slept behind bar. So we are hoping, yeah, we're gonna discuss that as well. But if you want to join, just tell us, or just tell us that you want to join the live discussion. Definitely, we are going to bring you on. So let's see if we can also bring you some of those things that happen throughout the week, aside from the arrest of those lawmakers. Let's see if we can bring you some of those uh, things that happen throughout the week. Let's try to lay our hands on some. Yeah, let's try to lay our hands on some of those things that happen throughout the week. You know, in Liberia, normally we say the G's in our country. Yeah. So one of those things that happen throughout the week has to do with the Fatika's brother and AP Krumah, the former LDA boss, as well as the Fatika's brother. So the court ruled first in favor of that's not Fatika but AP Krumah, and the Fadiga brothers took an appeal. So the civil law court again ruled. So let me just read this out. I'm reading from the Verity online newspaper. The Civil Law Court has dismissed the appeal filed by Hassan and Hussein Fatika in a defamation case brought against them by former LDA boss Colonel Ibrahim Krumah. The Civil Law Court Judge uh, George Smith reaffirmed his May 6 verdict, holding the Fatika brothers liable for 1.5 million US in damages, citing their failure to perfect their appeal under Chapter 24, Section 24.1 and 24.2 of the Criminal Procedure Law. The lawsuit stemmed from allegations made by the brothers that Krumah stole $200,000 and removed CCTV equipment during a raid on the home of convicted drug dealer George Japan Obi. The former LDA boss Krumah has welcomed the latest ruling by the Civil Law Court while calling it a deterrent against character defamation. Hassan Fatika and Hussein Fatika have since been adjudged liable in an action of damages for wrong in the tune of 1.5 million United States dollars in connection to ex-boss lawsuit against them. The judge's decision was as a result of a motion to dismiss the appeal filed by the former LDA boss legal team after the Fatika brothers allegedly failed to perfect their appeal consistent with Chapter 24, Section 24.1 and 2 of the Criminal Procedure Law of Liberia. Judge Smith, June 5, 2025 decision maintained that failure of the Fatika brothers to perfect the appeal is a fit ground for dismissal. Yeah, so that's one of the things that occur. The Fatika's brother, their appeal was thrown out. So that means they had to pay the sum of 1.5 million for damages for character assassination. Yeah, character defamation, right? Character defamation against the former LDA boss, E.P. Krumah. So that's one of those things that happened during the week. That's one of those things. And let's also go to the lower house. A House of Representatives takes steps to reduce all presidential holiday into one. The House of Representatives is currently reviewing a bill that proposes the creation of a new national holiday called All Liberia President's Day, aimed at honoring the leadership and legacy of all former presidents of Liberia. The legislation introduced by Honorable Dixon W. Sibo, representative of Monserrado County, Electoral District 16, is titled An Act to Create All Liberian Presidents Day. It was formally presented during the House's regular session on Thursday, June 5, 2025 for discussion and further legislative action. In presenting the bill, Honorable Sibo noted that Liberia has had 25 presidents, each serving during distinct historical eras and contributing in different ways to the nation's progress. However, only two former presidents, Joseph Jikin Roberts, March 15, and William V.S. Tubman, November 29, are currently recognized with national holidays commemorating their birthdays. Given that every president has made contributions worthy of recognition, this proposed legislation aims to establish a single day to celebrate all our presidents, reflecting on their leadership, the challenges they face, and their impact on Liberia's history and development, Sibo explained. After the bill was read, a motion was passed to refer it to the Committees on Good Governance, Internal Affairs, and Judiciary for detailed examination. These committees will later present their findings and recommendations to the full House. If enacted, All Liberia Presidents Day will become an official public holiday, providing an opportunity for national reflection on Liberia's presidential history and leadership. Yeah, so that's one of the the issues that unfolded of District Number 16 Representative Dixon Sibu. He proposing a bill entitled All Liberian President Day. Yeah, according to him, almost all of the presidents, all of the presidents in our country, the 25 presidents we've had, have contributed to this country development. Yeah, they contributed some kind of way to the development of this country. So instead of us celebrating only two, let's just put everything into one and just celebrate all of our presidents. So that's why the Honorable Dixon Sibu proposed. That's why he proposed. So let's let's hope that let's see what will come from out of it. Yes, let's see what will really come from out of that to know what will be those things the lawmakers will do. But for me personally, I think it is a good thing. Yeah. So if that bill is passed into law, then what I will expect those lawmakers to do to repeal the act, right? To cancel those laws that has to do with Joseph J.K. Robert birthday, William Phineas Stockman birthday. Then we cancel it. So instead of us having multiple holidays, at least the holidays will reduce. You know, Liberia is one of those countries that have lots of holidays. Lots of holidays we have. So if the All Liberian President Day is introduced and it is passed, then we can end although November 29, Joseph Chicken Robert birthday, all the other things, we cancel them. Then we have a very nurse, or let's say reduction. We have a reduction in the holidays of the country. Yeah. So there are some people who might not want to, might not accept it. Some people might deem it on the other side, might see it different. Yeah. There are some people might see it different as well. But let's see what those lawmakers going to do. Let's see what they are going to do, and let's see what will really come from other. And even if the lower house pass it, it needs to go to the upper house for concurrence. Yeah, it needs to go to the upper house for concurrence. Okay, the man Coast Boy Bumbo, he said good afternoon. Thanks, Coast. He sent a message to our inbox on West Coast TV. Yeah, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Coast Boy. Thanks for joining. Yeah, thanks for joining us. So we are hoping, let's see what will really come from out of that. Yeah. And the issue that has to do with the Fadigas brother. Yeah, the Fadigas brother, they could have found him guilty. I think if they feel that they are not satisfied, then let them run to the Supreme Court. But on 2 occasions, the civil law court have ruled against them. So if they feel that they have no other action to take, I think they need to pay the 1.5 million. But again, the next thing people will be taking on, do they have the 1.5 million to pay to AB Kroma? Do they have? And that is one of the reasons why it's not just good for you to just wake up and just make allegations against people. You know, this thing of allegation in Liberia, it have almost like become a tradition where people just wake up and make allegations against people. They just make allegations against people without proof. They just make those allegations without proof. So the Fadigas, they made their statement, and we are hoping to see what will come from out of it. Yeah, we are hoping, but the civil law court has ruled already. If they will pay, and especially pay the civil law court ruling, they are under obligation to pay. Yeah, they are under the obligation to pay the 1.5 million United States dollars to their former boss, to AB Command. They are under obligation. So to see if they have it, if they will pay it, is something that we have to look forward to. It's something that we have to see what will come from all of it as well. We just have to do that. So let's continue to bring you uh, some of those updates. Let's continue to bring you some of those updates as it relates to the Fadigas brother. Let's see if we can continue to bring you some of those updates. Let's continue to see that. Right now, at the Temple of Justice, we see some media practitioners going live from the Temple of Justice. Yes, some media practitioners, they are going live from the Temple of Justice. And during the week as well, we saw that Liberia won a seat, a non-permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council. Yeah, it is something we think it is a good thing for the country. It's a big news for Liberia, and we love to say on behalf of the management staff of West Coast TV Liberia, we love to say congratulations to Liberia, to the country, for its election to a non-permanent seat to the United Nations. Yeah, we love to say congratulations, right? Yeah, congratulations to the team. Congratulations to President Joseph Boakai, even former President George Weah. We love to say congratulations to him because, in fact, he initiated the entire uh, bid on the United Nations Security Council. He initiated it. So we love to say congratulations as well. I want to also bring you some uh, of the happenings. Yes, I wanted to bring you some of the happenings from that, some of those things unfolding from across the country, yeah, across the country. So let's see if we can bring you some. If we can see, let's see if we can bring you some of the live. If we can bring you some of the live happenings. Mind you, this show is coming at a time where the issue with the United Nations, that's not in the United Nations, but the former speaker, the show is coming when the former speaker and those other lawmakers, they are in custody as we speak. They are in custody as we speak. So let's see if we can bring you a gist of what's unfolding there. Yeah, let's see if we can bring you a gist of what's unfolding there. So just keep listening. Just keep listening. Let's keep just be there to see if you just keep following the folks. We want to bring you some of the clip that happening right now as we speak from the Temple of Justice. Yeah, from the Temple of Justice. So let's just be there. Just be there, folks, as we see to bring you some of those happening from the Temple of Justice. So just remain there, folks. This thing is loading a little bit. It's loading a little bit. Yeah. Let's see if we can bring you some of those happenings. Let's see if we can bring you some of those happenings from the Temple of Justice. I don't know why this thing is loading long like this. Yeah, I don't know why it's loading very long like this. I don't know why it's loading long like this. What's unfolding here? What's unfolding here though? What's unfolding here though? But I'm trying my best, folks. I try my best though. to bring you it. I mean, I'm going to do what I think I can do. I think I can do to bring you some of those live feeds from the Temple of Justice as we speak now. To bring you some of those live feeds from the Temple of Justice as we speak now. Yeah, just remain there. Just remain there, folks. Okay. I hope that it will work from this side. I hope it will work from this side. So yeah, after we bring you some of those live feeds, we're going to also talk on some of those issues. We are going to look at some of those things that are unfolding. Yeah, especially the issue with the former speaker and those lawmakers being detained. We're going to talk about it. So it's something that you cannot afford to miss. We have to give our analysis, how we think towards it as well. Yeah, how we think towards it as well. We're going to give our analysis, what we think towards the entire. No, I think we just have to bring it from another angle. It's not working from this angle. Yeah, it's not working from this angle. So just remain there, folks. Trust me, I will bring it to you. No matter what, I'll bring it. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so just remain there, folks. We are trying to bring you this, and you are going to. I think you're going to like it. I must admit, you are going to like it. So yeah, I'm going to bring it from So Good. I'm going to bring it from So. I'm going to. Yeah, I think that's it. There, just wait. Let me give you sound. Let me give.
The process is more political than legal. But with this, and in fact, he was the first person who broke the news that when you ask the question as to where they were headed, and he said they were going to the Moruga Central Prison, they are going to prison. And surprisingly, yesterday we heard that there were 5 lawmakers who were charged by the by authority of the Liberia National Police, and today 4 were being brought here, while 1 person has been released out of reportedly on bail because we saw Councillor Anthony George Kalano, who was sick. But according to the lawyer, Councillor Jonathan Massacre, initial effort to file a bond for the lawmaker to be released, but he said that is the process. So they are actually taking to the lawyer civil code. So